Welcome back to our series on the history of dogs. In our previous episode, we explored the domestication of dogs, which marked the beginning of the special bond between humans and canines. In this episode, we'll explore the next stage in the history of dogs, which is the development of different breeds of dogs. As humans continued to selectively breed dogs for specific physical and behavioral traits, different breeds began to emerge. These breeds were developed for a variety of purposes, including hunting, herding, guarding, and companionship. One of the earliest breeds to emerge was the greyhound, which was bred for hunting and racing. This breed is still used for racing today and is known for its speed and agility. Other breeds were developed for herding and include the Border Collie and Australian Shepherd. These breeds are known for their intelligence and their ability to work closely with their human handlers. Breeds were also developed for guarding and protection, such as the Doberman Pinscher and the Rottweiler. These breeds are known for their loyalty and protective instincts. As time went on, dogs also began to be bred for purely aesthetic reasons. This led to the development of breeds with unique appearances that became popular in different cultures. For example, the Chinese Shar-Pei is known for its wrinkled skin, while the Bichon Frise is known for its fluffy white coat. In the 19th century, dog shows began to emerge as a way to showcase the different breeds of dogs. This led to the development of breed standards, which established the ideal physical and behavioral characteristics for each breed. Today, there are hundreds of breeds of dogs, each with their own unique characteristics, behaviors, and physical attributes. These breeds continue to be bred for a variety of purposes, and they remain an important part of human society. Hi Furry, if you're liking this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the like button, and the little bell to stay tuned and have access to more doggy videos. Welcome to this video on the history of the world. Today, we'll be exploring historical events and developments on each of the 6 continents: Africa, Asia, Australia, Europe, North America, and South America. Africa. Ancient Egyptians used dogs for hunting and as companions, and they were often depicted in artwork and buried alongside their owners. African tribes used dogs for hunting, guarding, and as pack animals for transportation. European colonial powers in Africa also used dogs for hunting and as guard dogs. Boerboel, a large breed of dog from South Africa, was used for protecting farms from predators and wild animals. Rhodesian Ridgeback, a hunting breed from southern Africa, was used for tracking and capturing game. In ancient Egypt, dogs were so highly valued that killing one, even accidentally, was punishable by death. In many African tribes, dogs were trained to detect the scent of water sources in the desert, helping their human companions survive in arid environments. Asia. Chinese emperors kept large packs of hunting dogs, which were bred for their speed, strength, and hunting abilities. Japanese samurai trained large, muscular dogs known as tosunas for fighting. Tibetan mastiffs were used as guard dogs for monasteries in the Himalayan region. Siberian Huskies were bred and trained by indigenous peoples in the Arctic regions of Asia for sled pulling and transportation. Afghan hounds were used by nomadic tribes in Central Asia for hunting. In Japan, the Tosa Inu breed was originally bred for dog fighting, but the practice was banned in 1908. The Tibetan Mastiff breed was once used as a guard dog for caravans traveling along the Silk Road in ancient times. Australia. Australian Aboriginals used dingoes, a wild dog species, for hunting and as companions. During the colonization of Australia, dogs were used for hunting and as watchdogs on farms and ranches. The Australian cattle dog was developed in the 19th century for herding livestock in the harsh conditions of the Australian outback. The Kelpie breed was developed in Australia for herding sheep and cattle. The Australian Terrier was developed for hunting rodents and snakes in the mines and farms of Australia. During World War II, the Australian military trained dogs to sniff out Japanese soldiers hiding in the jungle. In the 1920s, the Australian government used dogs to deliver mail to remote areas in the country. Europe, medieval knights trained hunting dogs, such as greyhounds and bloodhounds, for use in hunting and tracking game. During World War I, dogs were trained for military use, including as messenger dogs, search and rescue dogs, and guard dogs. In the 18th and 19th centuries, the Saint Bernard breed was developed in Switzerland for use in alpine rescue missions. The Irish wolfhound was used in medieval times by Irish nobility for hunting wolves. The Belgian Malinois breed was developed in Belgium for herding and guarding livestock. During the medieval period, greyhounds were so highly prized that they were often given as gifts between kings and nobles. The Saint Bernard breed was originally used for guarding, not for rescuing people in the snow. The rescue stories associated with the breed are mostly fictional. North America. Native American tribes used dogs for hunting, as pack animals, and as guards for their camps. During the colonization of North America, dogs were used by European settlers for hunting, herding, and guarding. The Alaskan Malamute breed was developed by indigenous peoples in Alaska for transportation and sled pulling. The Labrador Retriever breed was developed in Newfoundland, Canada for hunting and retrieving waterfowl. The American Pit Bull Terrier was used for bull baiting and dog fighting in the United States in the 19th century. In the 19th century, Newfoundland dogs were used by Canadian fishermen to pull in fishing nets and retrieve fish from the water. In the 1950s, the United States Air Force trained dogs to fly on planes and parachute out of them as part of their pararescue program. South America. Inca civilization used dogs known as viringos for hunting, herding, and as companions. South American cowboys known as gauchos used dogs to help herd cattle. The Brazilian Mastiff was developed in Brazil for use as a guard dog and for hunting jaguars and wild boar. The Peruvian hairless dog, a breed from Peru, was used for hunting and as a companion. The Argentine Dogo breed was developed in Argentina for hunting big game, including wild boar and puma. The Incas believed that dogs had the ability to sense danger and would often use them to warn of approaching enemies. The Xoloitzcuintli, also known as the Mexican hairless dog, was considered sacred by the Aztecs and was often used in religious ceremonies. The development of different breeds of dogs marked a significant expansion in the diversity of canines. From hunting and herding to companionship and aesthetics, dogs were bred for a variety of purposes, and this led to the emergence of hundreds of breeds with unique characteristics. In the next episode of our series on the history of dogs, we'll explore how dogs have been used in different roles throughout history, and how they continue to be important to humans today. Thanks for staying until the end. We hope you liked it. Don't forget that you can subscribe and support us with a like and hitting the bell to be aware of more dog videos.